Happy New Year, everybody. It's going to be an awesome year. 2020 is out of here, as cool as it was. 2021 is here. Hope you're excited. It's going to be great. Great to see everybody. You all look beautiful and amazing. So let's get this party started. So what I want to do is, number one, I want to talk to you a little bit. I want to hear from some of you before we go into the normal stuff, like what's happening in the market and interest rates and buyer and seller and marketing ideas. I want to hear from some of you about your goals. And don't forget, you have to mute your mic. I can hear some of you rattling around. You just grab your iPhone or your laptop and hit the mute button. If you touch the screen, the mute button will show up, and then that way there's no feedback. It improves the quality of the Zoom. Thanks, guys. But so here's the deal. Let me fix my view and do gallery so I can see all your beautiful faces. There you are. Look at that. Hey, Joanna, Johnny, what's up, Alicia? How are you there? I see you. What's up, James and Alicia and Bonita and Chris and everybody. So it's awesome. Rob's on. Love it, love it. So first thing I want to do is, what are your goals for what plans have you made? What goals have you set to make 2021? Anything, family, health, business, marketing, launching a CRM, doing a campaign on Facebook, podcast, YouTube channel, writing a book, radio show, TV. Some of us have a face for TV. Not me, but you know, so what is it? Everybody has to share. I'm not letting one of you off the hook. So I'm going to start with Chris Arola from Rent Pros. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. And then I'm going to Alicia. I'm just going to warn you guys. And Joanna, you're after Alicia. John Jennings, go up to Barry. And so get ready. Tell me something that you're excited about doing in 2021. And you got to unmute your mic. A goal, a plan, something that you're fired up about. And it could be a word you've chosen. You all know my word for 2020 was no. Saying no to spending money, no to eating out, no to ho-hos, you know, and I lost 60 pounds. You know, it's good. How about you, Chris? What is a word? What is a plan? What is something you want to do this year?
Well, how you doing, Brent? I haven't joined you guys in quite a while. I didn't know you were still doing this, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
you look great, by the way. Frankly, I didn't recognize you.
Oh, thank you. So appreciate it.
Yeah, I was hoping to just be a wallflower today, but actually, we have a big goal this year. With the advent of rent control, the eviction moratoriums, a lot of landlords are panicking right now. They're not sure what to do. So our funnel is full, and we want to. In fact, I'm right now working on finding a better CRM so we can keep track of all those leads. If somebody has a recommendation, I'm all ears right now. I'm looking at HubSpot, if anyone's used that. But that's what we're doing. We got to figure out how to make sure that once these guys contact us, we never let go.
Love it. Beautiful. So anyone have a CRM recommendation for Chris? If you don't have, unmute your mic and share. If you don't, or you're too shy, you could type it in the chat bar. We have chat open. That's cool. Anybody, Alicia, you got to have some CRM up your sleeve.
Salesforce is what we use. So Jungo or Salesforce works really good.
Have you heard of Salesforce, Chris? Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, sure. It's I've looked at it. It seems like a lot more than what I want. But
little intense.
It is intense.
Look at Lion Desk. Lion Desk is a good one, not too expensive.
Have you heard of Lion Desk, Chris?
Lion Desk?
Lion, like a lion in the jungle. Lion Desk.
I have not.
That's a good one. I'm very familiar with Lion Desk.
Hey, Chris, Joanna here. Try Wise Agent.
Yes.
Wise Agent is $29 a month now. And if you find 5 people to use it, you don't even have to pay anymore. Unfortunately, I never found 5 people to use it. So I let it go recently, but it is very good. I think you'll like it.
I'll check them out.
Sweet. Okay. On that note, I'm going to switch to Alicia. Alicia, what is a goal, a plan, something you have that you want to achieve in 2021? Sell 30 homes, list 20 listings, figure out your buyer campaign, how to get sellers to call you, family, health, whatever. You got to unmute your mic. And you guys got to be thinking, because I'm going to come to you and I don't want you. She's thinking, I can see it. She's like, undo your
Oh, I
mic.
know
What is one of
mine.
your goals?
Oh, I know mine. So I'm going to close 6 transactions with 6 new agents each by June 30th. And I'm so serious about it that my fine with my coach is $10,000 if I don't do it.
Wow. So that is some motivation. That's called pain. There's reward. The reward will be amazing, but there's also pain if you don't do it. Does it make a difference of you having to write that check?
100%. What do you mean? I am not going to fail. Absolutely not.
Now, if you don't have 10,000, my advice is you have to give up one of your children. And no, I'm kidding. Okay, Alicia Wright, on the super mom status, how many kids do you have, Alicia? For people who don't know you, how many kids?
5.
5. What a maniac. So, 4, 5, what's the difference? So put up one of your kids as tribute for the goal. I'm just kidding. But
Yes.
she's like, that wouldn't be a bad idea. We don't want to motivate you not to hit the goal though. So anyway, I'm just kidding. I have 5 too. I get it. So what is one of your goals and plans for 2021? And we'll go quick, everyone. I want to hear some stuff.
Okay. Did I unmute? Okay. So I actually was thinking, I started with some daily non-negotiables. Like I'm going to contact 10 people every day. And I've been doing that. And I'm going to ask them if they know anybody who's buying or selling or investing. And then I am going to spend a half hour every day writing, and whether that be working on my novel or something else. So those are the 2 daily non-negotiables. And then
Daily non-negotiables. Love it.
yeah. And then I have a little mantra that I've been sort of saying to myself since the beginning of New Year. And that's you have everything you need in this life to thrive. You have to have the kind of life you want. Nothing vital is missing. So
Beautiful.
there's everything I already have inside me to thrive and live the kind of life I want. So
Beautiful.
that's
Coming
where I'm
from abundance. You don't need anything.
Yep.
You can create what you want to create. Love it.
Mhm.
And make sure when you're done talking, you mute your mic. Somebody's got the radio on or something. I don't know if that's you, Claudia, your background, but I'm hearing feedback. Not you. Okay, good. Joanna, I think you were next. What's one of your goals, plans, something you want to do 2021?
I like what Alicia was talking about. It reminded me of something that's one of my goals. And I found some I am affirmations that a woman is doing on YouTube. And her plan is do it for 21 days. So I've been doing it every day and I have a little list and I check it off. And
Nice.
I'm finding that sometimes during the day, it's just coming automatically, I am strong, I am confident, I am happy, I am, instead of the garbage, whatever it was that was going through my head, some song that I play over and over, right? I've got some positive things going on and I'm really enjoying that.
That's good.
As far as goals go, I actually started laughing when you said something about saying no, because I've realized that I have too many things on my plate. And that's the reason I'm not accomplishing what I want to accomplish. And I don't know why it's difficult to say no. So I may be calling you to tell you to kick me in the butt a little bit on that. But the things, somehow it's hard for me to prioritize my personal stuff. It's so easy for me to help other people to do that. But prioritizing and really want my EXP team to grow this year, as well as I want to get some commercial real estate sales under my belt. So those are my 2 big things that
these are all really good things, Joanna. They're really good. And it's true. If you don't start saying, I am a winner, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm dynamic, I'm loving, I'm kind, I'm forgiving. And you really believe those things, you could go over and go, I'm such a loser. What's wrong with me? And you can beat yourself up. Most of America, 80% of the country beats themselves up for they're too skinny, they're too heavy, they're too short, they're too tall, they're not beautiful, they don't do their I need a haircut, blah, 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 whatever that is. So good for you. I want to say that. But everything else, I want to grow my team, I want to grow my sales. Those are goods, but you got to go from there and become very measurable, very specific. Okay, what does that mean?
That's my other goal this year, is to really get my schedule down, because for some reason, I've gotten into I'll call it a bad habit of not working my schedule. I'll put things on the schedule and then I don't work them, or I don't even put things on the schedule. And next thing I know, 3 hours has gone by and I haven't accomplished the most important things. So that's probably my biggest thing that I need to do this year is learn how to work my schedule.
Okay, so she's saying something really good. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to build a schedule. I want you to send it to me. Everyone write this down. Everyone write this down. Live by your calendar. I am here because I said I would be here. I do everything I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. And then you do or die trying. You know, I mean, it's okay if you fail as long as you gave it 110%. I tell that to my kids. I don't care if you get an F. If you give it your best shot, I'm proud of you. Because I was that kid. So I want you to send me your schedule. But again, you got to go from I want to lose weight. I want to sell more listings. I want to, and this is good. I'm commending you. But the next step is very specific and measurable. Okay, well, what does that want to do? And I want to sell 30 homes. I want 20 of those to be listings, 10 to be buyers, or 20 to be buyers, 10 to be listings. And then, okay, now how are you going to create that? Well, in order to create that, I'm going to do open houses. I'm going to do ask 10 people a day, daily non-negotiables that Alicia just talked about. And then, okay, then you keep breaking it up, but it's got to get back to daily. What are you going to do today? And then you live by your calendar and you do it. There is no, and you've really got to hold yourself accountable, and you've got to do it. And then there is no not skip what's in your calendar, because then here's your life in real estate. I'm excited, I'm depressed. I'm excited, I'm depressed. I'm excited, I'm depressed. And it doesn't matter whether you in the rental business, the property management business, you got to get very specific and very measurable with deadlines of exactly what you will do. My daughter's doing this right now. She works out every day. She reads this thing 3 times a day. Every day she sends me a workout video. Her and Ty sent me one last night. And in fact, I am going to show you guys what I'm talking about. I did this with my children, and let's see. I just want you to get a feel for this. And what it does is empowering you when you begin to hit your goals. And so here is Ty and Sarah last night.
We crushed it. We worked out. We're strong. That's right. We crushed it. We worked out. We're strong. That's right. We just wanted to tell you.
That's it. And they send me that little accountability. They're having fun, and they work out together. And then I hit them back. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
You guys are animals.
Look at mine, flabby. You got muscles.
Way to go. Proud of you guys. Love you.
I'm starting tomorrow.
Good job.
Good job. Bye.
Miss you.
We love.
Anyways, you get the idea. So there's accountability. She reads that thing morning, noon, and night. She has deadlines. She wants to be, I think it was like 14% body fat by whatever. And she's not really want to lose weight, but she goes, I don't feel strong, like muscular. That's what they said. I'm strong. And I didn't have affirmations along those lines, but there's deadlines. There's daily, weekly, monthly deadlines, meaningful, specific. So if you want to send me your schedule, if you're struggling with it, and then, you get a coach. So Barry, you're next, baby. What's up, buddy? Let us have it.
Brent.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Good job. Go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, man, I'm just excited. Last year wound up being a great year for me. It hasn't always been great, but last year wound up being great. Even within the same year, there's a certain point in the year where I was tapped out, and my pipeline had ran to nothing and had to build it back up. So my goal this year is to break my goals down into 12-week chunks. I read a book called The 12-Week Year, and it had a good impact on me. And my goal now is to do what I did last year in the first 12 weeks.
Love it. So, and there's a sense of urgency. If he's got all year, he doesn't need to start till July. And all of a sudden you're like, pfft. But no, you little sprints, the next 12 weeks. So it's a beginning, a middle, and end. It's measurable, specific, all those things. Good job, Barry. Anybody else want to share? I don't want to spend too much time on this. A goal, a plan, something that's significant to you that you want to achieve in 2021. I'd love to hear. Cindy, I saw you unmute yourself.
Oh, am I unmuted? Can you hear me?
You unmuted.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted. My goals for 2021, lots of goals. One of them is to recruit people to EXP is my #1 goal. After that, I'm getting a lot of certifications this year, trying to beat the market before it comes. So getting certified in short sales, negotiation. I'm just trying to get as much certification and schooling under my belt as I can this year. Finishing our book is a big goal. Staying healthy. My team will be growing big this year, so it's very exciting. So I'm just going to keep on focusing on selling those homes and making other people's dreams come true.
Very nice. So I heard a lot of great goals. So again, when you guys do this too, go, I will write the book by this date. I will have a quarter of it written down by this date, half, you chop it all up. So those are fantastic. So get really very specific and clear and break it all the way back down to what you have to do today. And again, it was Alicia Wright said the daily non-negotiables. She goes, I am going to talk to 10 people a day about real estate. And she goes, and I've been doing it. And you all know Barry's story. He started talking to 10 people a day and he ended up with 17 homes in escrow in short order because he got out of his
Can I just say something? Can I
and
say
started
something?
talking-
Barry's the one who suggested that to me, and I've been doing it like a beast.
Like a beast. I love it. I love it. There's Darcy and Zach. Hey guys, I see you. What's up there, you handsome people? So, okay.
Morning. Brent, Manu wanted to add something.
Oh, okay. Manu, far away.
Yeah, I'll just get closer. So I've been writing these letters to the homeowners, a list of area homes. So my goal is to send 15 every day, like mail out 15 letters every day. And I have farms that I picked out that I want to be farming with those. And this year, like just in December, doing a little bit work contacting people. My goal is to contact one person a day. Like
I love it. Very specific. Good.
Yeah, and then I have actually 7 buyers and 3 are already pre-approved and working with me, actively looking. And then another one is my goal is by December 30th, which is my next wedding anniversary, I want to lose another 30 pounds, which I already lose 30. So lose another 30 pounds and want to be able to wear my wedding dress again on my next.
Awesome. Beautiful. Great. And
You
then,
have our first goal with the book, by the way. We're going next Thursday, the 3 of us, no kids, in all book.
there
To
you
a
go.
really nice, I'll show you the room, Brent. You'll be proud. We did good.
And then what you want to achieve that day. We will do X. Again, I keep getting measurable, specific, all that stuff. By the way,
Book before
Very-
one is our main goal.
yeah, okay. Barry got his 10 a day and he inspired Alicia to do it. He just sent me this. Those are all the escrows he got from talking to 10 people a day about, do anyone wants to buy, sell real estate? Are you into real estate? Just started opening conversations. That's, if you do it 5 days a week, that's 50 a week. And you do it in a 4-week month, that's 200 conversations in a month. And the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Those are all of his escrows. Doesn't he look more at peace? Everybody's, oh my God, how do you do that? 16, 17, almost. Trust me. Someone gets all cocky with you. If you don't do this, I'm going to cancel. I'm like, go ahead and cancel. I got 16, 17 more just like you. When you have one in escrow, they're like, if you don't pay to have my thing re-ripped for $4,000, I'm going to bail and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, I'll spend $4,000 to make you happy because I got one in escrow because I desperately need to get paid. You're actually in a bigger bargaining position. By the way, Chris, shameless plug, I'm looking for a job for my son, Ty, 17. He would love to be an apprentice. And if he could come work for you at Rent Pros for free, you don't even have to pay him. I asked him, he goes, yeah, I wouldn't care. But he goes, but getting paid's good too, Dad. But if you take on apprentices, he's got mad computer skills and he just wants to experience some different things. So, and he loves investment real estate, very interested in that. Just side note, Barry got in his head and did his voodoo magic on him. And so just if you're looking for someone to take out the trash, make coffee, hang around the office, follow around site. Sorry, guys, shameless plug. I wanted to say that.
Bad
I'm trying to
computer
get-
skills, have him call me if he's got
Yeah.
computer skills. Yeah.
Yeah, he could just do data entry for you, whatever. Okay, Bonita, I think I had asked you to share a goal and I realized I had forgotten. Please forgive me. What is a goal plan you have? And then I think we're just gonna move on for the second time. But Bonita, I want to hear about 21. What's the plan?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Bonita. Actually, I'm interested in EXP. I'm with Citrus 21 right now. Excuse
Awesome.
me. Yes,
No
so I'm
problem.
interested. I talked to Barry yesterday, and I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to challenge you right here, like I did. Everyone's like, by what date will you, just in faith, Bonita, I want a date from you right now. When? It's a deadline, measurable. When is that YouTube channel getting launched?
February the 1st. I've already started thinking about my content. I've done a couple of videos so far. I don't like them though. I'm going to redo those. But yeah, I've already accepted. It was going to be January the 1st, but life happened. But for sure, February the 1st is up and running.
Hold yourself to that. Hold yourself to that. And Barry, do you know how to help her launch that YouTube channel? Do you have knowledge about that?
Yeah, sorry for the delay there. Yeah, I was just texting her that Gary is working in my office a couple of days a week, and he will be able to help her launch that channel out. I have a channel up you can look at, and Gary will be able to sit down with you and do some dedicated YouTube time with you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. That's fantastic.
A really important point: progress before perfection. Just get it up and then make it pretty.
Okay.
Start the podcast, get it up, and then make it look pretty. I have a podcast, I have a YouTube channel, and honestly, a lot of that is because of James and Rob. But I brought staff around me, which is, we'll start with this today. And thank you, Bonita, and welcome. We're glad you're here, and we're glad you're excited about EXP. Welcome to our team meeting.
Thank you so much.
You betcha, you betcha. So I'm going to switch gears and start the official part of the team meeting. So the first thing you need to do, all of you should think about doing is hire an assistant. And so some like, I don't have the money. There's your limiting belief that goes in. I didn't say 40 hours a week. How about hire an assistant an hour a week? To review, just sit and review your goals and hold your little fanny to the fire, or 2 hours a week or an hour a day. People will work part-time. They're praying for a little extra cash to buy diapers and formula. I hired Sandra Sandoval, Barry knows her, 20 years ago. She was a single mom with 2 babies, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I was the answer to her prayers. Little did I know, I kind of did it begrudgingly. I hired her, nothing against her, but I'm like, God, man, can I even keep her busy? I worked so hard to give her things to do that I became highly efficient. And I would give her a list, like this. She would get a list. See if I can find my little list here. Come on, baby, where are you? Oh boy. Okay, here it is. Every morning she would get a list like this, a written list of things to do. Then she'd check off all the things she did. Then she'd send me a check and she said, here's where we're at with the title company. Here's where we're at with the mortgage company. Here's where we're at with the Smiths. I've set up the walkthrough. I've set up the roof inspection. I've called the plumber. I've requested loan docs. I've all that stuff that you don't have to do. And I was paying her like $1,200 a month. And 90 days later, my income tripled. So what I do, I tripled her income. I paid her $3,600 a month. I brought her on full time. I said, I hope you start at 8, work till 5, but if you need to start at 10 and then make it up the next day or do whatever you can, I'm going to work with you because you're a single mom and sometimes you have to be mom. And we ended up, by the time she quit working with me, she was making $8,800 a month as my assistant. Is that good pay? Now, I was afraid to hire her at $1,200 a month. I said, we'll try 90 days. You can say, we'll try 30 days. This is scary to me. But stop being a control freak. Barry Mathis was there 20 years ago. Barry, is Sandra more talented than I am, more detailed? She's just better at that stuff, yes or no?
What? Yeah, she is. She was an excellent hire.
Yeah. And I think I got to over 300 sales a year with her, pushing 400. Now, when I hired James, 8 years ago, James? How long ago?
Yep, just over 8 years. Yep.
Did we start real small and easy and part-time and you were looking for a new career and stuff?
Absolutely, we really did. We did.
Yep. And we even did the old, we'll try it for 3 months. Do you remember that? 90 days.
Yep.
I go, you may not like working for me. I may not like working for you. Maybe there's not enough money here to make this happen. What happened to my income the first year, my net income?
Well, you like to say it doubled, but it quadrupled.
Now, James doesn't make $8,800 a month today, 8 years later. I was more generous with James. Let's just say he makes more.
You were very generous, absolutely.
Yeah, and poor Sandra, but back then I just, 8,800 was what I could do. But here's the deal. You need to get an assistant. You can meet with them. They're smart. There are smart people looking for work.
Brent, hold on. You are the only person in the world that would think that poor Sandra, only $8,800, was not generous. You are the most generous man any of us have ever met. And I just want to congratulate. That's why you build big teams, is because you're so damn generous.
Thank you, Barry. That's very kind of you. Thank you. So, but I'm telling you, start with a part-time, whatever you can afford, 5 hours a week, 2 hours a day, 10 hours a week, or 2 hours a day, Monday through Thursday. If you're like me, you'd like to do something else on Friday. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2 hours a day. It could be 6 hours a week. You guys, come on. Or you can even hire them like a TC. Hey, when we close deals, I'll pay you. I need you to help me 2 hours a day. When we get closed, I'll give you $500 a deal. Doesn't even have to cost you, but your limiting beliefs like, I can't afford this. Listen to me. You can't afford not to. Every one of you should have an assistant. That's ridiculous. An hour a week, 2 hours a week. I'm not talking about 40 hours a week. And you can tie it into your transaction. Are you guys with me? Listen to me. Either get an assistant or you are one. I'll say it again. Get an assistant or you are one. Assistants cost $15 an hour. That is what you're worth. Once I learned that, I built a big team. There were times I would get checks for $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. And I didn't even know I wasn't on that deal. Had I spent an hour, I'd be making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 an hour. So, but it took getting help and then in asking for help, you're actually helping somebody else. You're helping them buy groceries. Sandra wasn't getting rich on $1,200 a month. She was buying diapers and formula and groceries for her 2 small children, working 20 hours a week. I didn't hire her at 40. I hired at 20 at $1,200 a month, and she could work any 4 hours: 8 to noon, 10 to 2, 11 to 3, noon to 4, 1 to 5, 2 to 6. I didn't care. Here's the list. Get it done. Change your life. Okay. Anybody want to comment on that before we move on?
I do. I definitely want to say I fought Brent getting an assistant for almost 7 years now. In my 6th year of real estate this year, I finally got an assistant, and he's 100% right. My biggest year ever. My stress levels have gone down. I pay her $15 an hour. She's actually decided to pay for herself to get a real estate license just to help me unlock doors or go get a lockbox off. So it is $15 an hour will truly change your life. And some days she only works 2 hours. Some days she doesn't work, and some days she works 8. But we have that relationship. She knows it's not a solid schedule every single day, and it works for both of us. So I definitely highly recommend it.
Love it. Hey, thank you for chiming in. Chris, how many assistants do you have at Rent Pros? Do you have 1? Do you have 2, 3, 5? How many assistants do you have, Chris, that help you run Rent Pros? Because there are people who do it themselves. They do property management solo, right?
Not solo. They work in teams, but we have 15 employees.
Okay. And just an interesting side note, if you're comfortable sharing, if you're not, I'm picking you on the spot a little bit. How many residential and commercial properties do you own roughly, if you're comfortable sharing? And if you're not, tell me. I'd rather not say. But I hope you'd say.
Before divorce or after? Yeah, Cindy got that one. Okay. So commercial, 6 units, and I'm down to 2 on residential. So
but you own 8 different properties.
I'm making offers right now on anything residential. I'm looking for some residential.
Yep. And a lot of people just rent homes or maybe own one. Not only does he own his home, if you haven't been to his home, it's out in Loomis and it's stunning. Acreage and just a casita and a beautiful, but he owns all this property. So that is how it just can't be all about you. It's got to be the old J. Paul Getty quote. I'd rather have 1% of 100 man's efforts than 100% of my own. Okay, we're going to move on. Interest rates.
Brent, can Darcy say something?
Yeah. Is that Zach? What's up, Zach?
Yeah, morning. Morning.
Hey, Brent, I was going to say how I got my assistant. It was kind of fun. And it's a cool way to, people might be saying, well, how do you get one? I just went on Craigslist, right? And I've had her for almost 5 years. She's phenomenal. And I wrote the craziest ad ever. I'm like, if you want to be full of energy and you want to come and dine, I didn't even talk about what we did. I'm like, I'm looking for this, like someone who's, strategic, but fun and up for spontaneousness. And just I got so many, people so many responses, and then I interviewed them all, and it was crazy. And my assistant, she has a degree, she's a single mom. I let her bring her kids in, and she is such a diehard. It'll be like 3:00 on a Sunday, I'm showing homes, I'm like, I need a form printed. She's like, it's on my doorstep waiting for you. And it took me a long time to train her, but yeah, I just wrote a fun ad on Craigslist.
And how helpful has she been the past 5 years?
She's changed.
Invaluable.
Yeah, she's changed my life. I had her go through a TC class, so now she's also my TC.
She's mine too. She's amazing.
She's really, really, and she's grateful, and it's good. It's been good for all of us. We're all learning. I'm learning how to manage her.
You have an assistant, and today, how big is your house? Was it how many square feet?
Darcy, 32.
3,000 plus square feet, and you're on a half acre out there in Newcastle. Is it a half acre, quarter acre?
5 acres.
Oh, 5 acres. Wow, I didn't know that. And you have one of those doughboy pools in the backyard, or is that
horses?
Oh, horses, yeah. Sorry, I gotta go feed the horses. My thoroughbred's hungry. So here's the deal. When you bless other people with employment and opportunity, you create wealth. And so it's win-win. I'm telling you, there's a grandma, there's somebody, a grandpa praying for a job, and you can answer their prayers, but you're too scared to move forward. And let me tell you what, fortune favors the bold, and progress before perfection. She just wrote the craziest ad on Craigslist. It is crazy. You heard her. Progress. And then what happened? And then she had to train her, but now it's perfection. And she has this amazing real estate team. And guess who's following in her footsteps? Cindy Silva doing the same thing. Jen Sanvos, it's just amazing. It's beautiful. Okay, I got to move on. So Alicia, interest rates, where are they today? What's happening in the world of loans?
Okay, so they are the lowest I have seen them ever. So I'm getting VA loans in the ones available right now. So keep that in mind. If you are not doing videos to strum up excitement, there is 100% financing available right now at 2.875 no points.
Talk about that today.
Today.
Go on
100%.
Facebook today, Instagram, whatever these social thing, and start posting stuff and do it. Your podcast, good.
So to do a conventional loan, guys, with just 1 point, I can do 2.5 30-year fixed. So in 20 years of my career, I've never seen this. 2.5 30-year fixed conventional loan on your purchases. That's insane for your clients' monthly payments. That will give them $50,000 more in purchase price from what rates were 60 days ago, believe it or not. So if they've been out looking and they got discouraged, re-excite them, go, hey, I just heard rates drop. Now we can go for a bigger purchase price. We can be more competitive. So I just wanted to let you know they are the lowest I have ever seen them in my 20-year career.
Okay, time out. So a lot of you are going, what do I say to 10 people a day? What do I say? Try this. Oh my gosh, did you hear what happened? Right? Are you with me? Feel the energy? What happened? Interest rates hit 2.5 30-year fixed. They're like giving you money almost for free. I mean, I heard it today. I'm so blown away. oh, wow, are you a mortgage guy? No, I'm a real estate guy and I help people buy homes, but I'm so excited. Like, you know, what's funny? We need to buy a house. Maybe now would be a good time. Are you kidding? It's the best time. Or like, well, we've been in our home for 10 years, but we need to refi. I got the perfect lender. Talk to Alicia. Give Alicia so many referrals. You shame her into giving you a listing or a buyer lead. You know, here's the deal. Nobody gives me anything. Victim, victim, victim. Start giving. Give love, give a hand, give help, give a refi. I don't get paid to give a lender a refi. You don't get it. Give them give a lender a lead in LA, a purchase money lien, and then help and give your painter a painter job, give your plumber, your contractor, and give and give and give. And guess what? You shame them into referring you. Of course, we won't shame anybody. But if someone keeps doing nice things for you and you don't retaliate with love and kindness, and you're just a taker, man. And so I say it in fun, shame them into referring you. But if you don't like what you've been getting, chances are you haven't been giving. I'll say it this way. The size of the window you give through is the size of the window you get through. So you think, I'm just not happy with my life and the way it's turning out. You're probably not getting, I don't have money, Brent. This isn't about money. You're not listening. Give a word of encouragement. Tell somebody, I told my wife, she came in, she hugged me this morning. I go, man, you smell good. She goes, yeah, I bought that new perfume. I go, wow, you smell so good. She goes, thank you. I mean, they didn't bum her out. It was a nice thing to say. And Chris said, oh my God, I didn't even recognize you when I got on you. I didn't go, I couldn't believe he said that. I went, oh yeah, I am trying it. Even right now, I'm kind of hungry. I got my little bar, but I'm busy here. I'm gonna go drink some water, and I'm energized, and but I'm around people. But you can give someone a hug. Sometimes people need a hug. Sometimes they're really, really hurting. Hey, can I just say a short prayer for you? A little 10-second prayer. You don't have to lay hands on them and do some weird thing. Although sometimes people need a hug and a hand and a shoulder and a real prayer, but they're all great. 10 seconds or 10 minutes, whatever. There's a time for everything. You could buy them groceries. Maybe you don't live on 5 acres in a 3,000 square foot home with horses like Darcy Stratton, whatever her name is. Just kidding. Like Darcy. But here's the deal. Maybe I've only got like $300 or $400. But you know somebody who's literally going, how am I going to buy formula and diapers? And because you're not so self-absorbed, you're here and you go sneak off to Safeway and go buy them a couple packages of Pampers and some formula and deliver it to them. It costs you 30, 40, $50, probably more. I haven't been buying diapers and formula lately. I know it's expensive, but I'm telling you, and you hand it to them and they cry. And you could just, man, this feels good. So sometimes it is money. Sometimes it's something you have that's sitting in your garage, or you have an extra laptop and somebody's broke and you really don't need yours. Give them your laptop. It is so much better. So enough said there. Great job. Thank you, Alicia. Yes.
Before I go, I'm going to do a Zoom. I'll put the link on our page. I'm going to do a Zoom meeting next Wednesday. It's a lunch and learn about doing your financial budget. So it's not what you're allowed to spend. It's what did I do with my money last month. So if you're looking forward to 2021, having your best year ever financially, if you have savings goals or income goals and you want to learn how to track your money, I will be doing that. It's changed my life and I've been doing it for about 15 years. So I'm going to share that with everybody.
You should definitely go. You cannot do that stuff enough. Clarity, focus. How do they connect with you to do that, or what?
I'm going to put the Zoom link on your Brent Gove Real Estate Facebook page. So, and it is a Zoom. So if you guys want to interact and ask questions and get yours set up, I will help you set up it's an Excel worksheet. You start now in January and it's for the 12 months of this year. So you can stay on track every month this year.
I love it. Not everybody's on that because I think that's, I don't think that's a public page, right?
Okay.
So if people want to text you and say, hey, send me that Zoom link, what's your number?
916-256-6486.
256-6486. Put that in the chat so people, not everyone had a pen. Put that in the chat, your phone number and your name, Alicia Blackwood. That'd be great. Go. Do it again. I did it 2 months ago. Do it again. And then you read and read. I have read this at least 100 times. What's it say? Implementation. And it's all getting done. It's not always pretty, but man, I get it done. Then you polish it later. Progress before perfection. Execution trumps strategy any day of the week. Execution trumps strategy. Just do it. You got all day today. My gosh, you could conquer the world today. Do not be a wandering generality. So I want to say this: the market. Who I want to hear from some of you. What are you experiencing in the market right now? I want to hear from 2 or 3 of you. Boom, go.
I was just talking to Randy Bird yesterday, and remember, kind of towards the beginning of the pandemic, we all thought, oh, here comes the crash. We're going down, and we all kind of had our freak out moment, right? Well, and then it was, okay, well, it's going to come, but it's not going to come till 2021 and probably second quarter, and everybody's guessing on that. Well, Randy and I were looking over numbers and stuff and talking yesterday, but we still think we're going to be riding it out all the way through 2021. They're keeping the rates low. There's still a shortage on the market. We may see some more homes coming on, but there is still multiple offers left and right. There's still way too low of inventory. I think Cindy, Darcy, and I have all had a lot more sales too going off market. Cindy and I were just talking today because the three, I don't know what you want, the 3 blondes, we were discussing, all of us had our largest years ever last year. And so we're discussing like, well, what are our goals for this year and what do we want that to look like? And then Cindy and I were talking today and we realized, I think Cindy is going to be at 1.5 million already this week. 2 million? 2 million, sorry, my bad. And I'm at 2.4 million just this week. So like, it's going to be so easy to hit those goals this year if you just keep that momentum going and the market is there. You may have to get more creative with how you're getting those leads, but it's there. People need homes. And I would really encourage you to find a way to get into those deals where if you're on the listing side, this would be the year to really go for the listings, because as a listing agent, you're just sitting back and you're able to control it, the majority of it. It's a lot harder with buyers. It can be done. And if you're newer, buyers are definitely the way to go. But get creative, get gritty, get down, get dirty, and figure out how to get those leads, because you seriously, 2021 is going to look even better than 2020 for real estate. Like, believe it, own it, like just go for it.
I was showing houses in Yuba City, and Yuba City, you were like, okay, it's like small town. It's like, it has barely anything around it, but the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet, built in 90 houses selling for over 400,000.
Plymouth Lake, same thing. Cindy had to sell an off-market home in Plymouth Lake because her buyer kept getting, Cindy had a buyer that kept getting outbid left and right. She found them off-market.
They stay 1 week on the market, 2 days over asking.
It's crazy.
On fire. So start the big strategy. Talk to 10 people a day. Hey, do you know who wants to buy a home? I have a goal. Tell people, I have a goal to sell 5 homes this month. I am desperate. I will outwork anybody. Do you know anybody? Or do you know who wants to sell their home? I do free appraisals. They can call their bank and pay $500, $450 for the appraisal, which is worthless because it goes back 6. The market's so hot right now. The appraiser tells them it's worth 500. So they list at 500, sells in a day. It was worth 550. I will tell them what it's really worth. Who do you know? 10 times a day, 10 times a day. You blow it up, man. And you can make hay while the sun's shining, because if the market corrects next year, you wish you had some money in the bank and your bills paid. So I will say that. Who else? Anybody else on the market? I got time for one more. Anybody else want to comment on the market? Yes, Claudia.
I'm in contract on my house that went 45,000 over asking, and we got a month's free rent back. They removed their appraisal. And I had a great backup, and we were dabbling over how much they wanted to pay. The seller did not want to pay the $7,000 of repairs. She only wanted 1,000. They were incensed by that, and I couldn't get her to come up. We got her at she did about 3,000, and I had that backup offer in place. They were going to step right into place, and
love it.
It's wild.
We have We have a program for people who are putting their home on the market. Some people need to spend 20, 30, 40, 50, 80, $100,000 on roof, decks, paint. We have a program where we will give them 20, 30, 40, 50, 80, 100, $200,000. So if you're interested, we can connect you to those people that do that. And it's a pretty awesome program. There is no interest rate charge. There is no, if you borrow 50, you pay back 50 at close of escrow with no fees charged whatsoever. You do have to use their contractor, their roofer, their plumber. They'll give you the bids ahead of time. Does this roofing bid look in where it should be? Is this plumbing bid where it should be? Use their people, and then they have a deal with the roofer, the plumber, where they get paid. And so they bring roofing jobs to the roofer. He might give them $2,000 or $3,000 of his profit. And as long as the roofing bid and the decking bid and the remodeling bid's right, they literally pay nothing for $200,000. Pretty cool program. So you can help people and they go, wow, I really need this. Good, no problem. At my company, we have a program for you to help you get 50, 80, and we'll give you the money now, fix up your home now. And then at close of escrow, we get paid the money back, 30,000, 60, 90, 190 at close of escrow, out of proceeds, done. And there's no interest rate, no points, nothing charged. And it's a great program. You can talk to 10 people a day. There's so much fodder, but you got to be desperate. You got to want it, not needy. Nobody likes needy. Needy is disgusting, but be desperate. Man, what could you do today and this week and this month, the next 30 days? The next 30 days. I mean, don't even wait 12 weeks. You guys, woo. All right, I'm going to move on. Open houses. Is anybody doing open houses right now? Anybody doing COVID-19 compliant open houses right now?
I think Zach and Darcy got off, but I have a cool story from Zach if you want.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Okay, so I have the COVID open house signs that I had made for Darcy and I, and in last year, I only did the one open with Darcy just because we both wanted to see how you could do a COVID open house, right? So we did it. We both got a couple leads from it, whatever. But then from that, Darcy and I've just been letting her agencies assign. And Zach held one of my listings open and had people come through. And while I'm on vacation in Tennessee this November, I get this random phone call from a person going, hey, we came through your open house. And I'm thinking, what freaking open, I'm not doing open houses. And he starts describing the house in Rockland. And I went, oh my gosh, that was it. So I asked him, I go, did he have a British accent? And he goes, yes, we really want to talk to him. We really want to buy a house. And we can't find his card. Whatever impression, whatever that man in his amazing British accent said to those people, they lost his card, but found me because I was a listing agent. That was the first sale of his career. And from that, it then skyrocketed. He's already got 5 or something. Cindy, do you remember 5 in escrow or something? He just quit his job at whatever Porsche, Land Rover, wherever he worked doing car sales, and is now doing real estate full time. And it all started with an open house where he made a good enough impression that they hunted him down. And at least it was with a listing agent who was nice enough that I wasn't going to steal an agent from him or a client.
Yeah.
Because if it had been anybody else, I would have
beautiful. So there's one open house. You guys can do open houses. There's so much you can do. Okay, love it. Thank you for sharing that. Next, I'm going through my notes. I would like to wrap up today's meeting with highlights from last week. Raise your hand if you went to our Roseville business planning for 2021. Raise your hand and wave at me. I want to see some hands waving. If you were there, wave in, wave. Anybody else? Just you guys? John and Valerie and hey, Lizeth, how you doing? And then Cindy and Claudia. So real quick, I haven't heard from John, Valerie, Lizeth. John, highlight, aha moment, what clicked for me? What one thing, there's many, but right now when I say what hit for you at that event that you go, this is really good, go ahead.
My favorite part was how you said you need to, you had your whole year planned out, and you said, go next day, figure out, just sit down, take some time, you and Valerie, and figure out what it is you guys are going to do for your next year. And so we did that. And we came up with a plan. We have dates, we have deadlines, we have a word, we did it all. So that was our biggest takeaway from that.
Right there. And that was 4 hours to get that, but then they did that. That'll have a massive impact on 2021. You're not a wandering generality. You're a meaningful, specific with deadlines, focus, purpose. Valerie, how about you? I'm going to go to John's better half. A highlight, aha, something you heard that James Becker said or I said or something. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I really liked the guy from Fusion. I think that's the James guy that you're talking about. That he had a lot of great things to say, but I think the one that would stand out to me is just as realtors, I think sometimes we can get apathetic about our timeline and our schedules throughout the day, like to actually achieve those goals. And so he had said, be the professional you would hire. So we're talking about hiring assistants, right? So like we're interviewing people for an assistant job, and what kind of standards do we have for this person? And we need to hold ourselves to those same standards, like not waking up late, showing up to work late, like set standards for yourself too, and be that professional that you would hire. So
love it. Love it. Very good. Lizeth, where's Lizeth? How about you? What was an aha, something that impressed you from last week's business planning?
So there was a lot, but something that standed out where what you said was live your life with empathy. Yeah, that's
that
yeah.
Right
Basically.
on.
Yeah, and there was a lot. I have it written down, but yeah, I loved it.
Beautiful. Having empathy for people instead of being upset at them, going, wow, what happened to them? And just pray for them. And instead of going, replaying what horrible, mean thing they said to you at the open house or your seller said, go, what happened to them to make them that ugly of a person? And just pray for them. Don't be offended. Cindy.
I think a really powerful statistic that he also said that day was, out of the 9,000 agents that are in our association, 45% of those agents sold 0 homes in 2020. That blew my mind, that statistic. I mean, that was just shocking to me that almost half our industry sold 0 homes last year.
So let me ask you all a question. How many of you think those agents, those 4,500, were talking to 10 people a day, just opening their mouth? They know those 4,500, they were in their head. I should do this, but they didn't. I should do an open house. I should call it for sale by owners, the expired. Then they should all over themselves, right? Sorry, I couldn't resist. But here's the deal. You don't should all over yourself.
Is that the swear jar? Does Brent get
to be a doer, be a doer. I just got I don't know what to say. Say anything. It'll get better. It'll get more comfortable. You got to swing the bat, swing the bat, swing the bat. And all of a sudden you'll be striking out. All of a sudden you start fouling the ball. All of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. And everything you touch turns to gold. Zach put 5 homes in escrow. Barry has 16 homes in escrow. Cindy, Jen, and Darcy had their best years ever. John and Valerie got together and planned out every day, every week, every month, a year with goals and plans. And a lot of you are going to go take Alicia up on her generous offer to do business planning and goal setting and use her Excel spreadsheets. You should do that. Claudia, real quick, I think you're our last one unless somebody else wants to share. Highlight from the business planning event we did in Roseville last week.
Ken DeLeon had some really great ideas on how to give your services to your clients and get things done. I'm a stager, so I'm going to plug in. I mean, I already plug in my staging and decorating, helping them decorate their house after they move in.
So Claudia's talking about Ken DeLeon. He's the #1 real estate agent in the world, makes $35 million a year in commission, 35 mil. And he would add more value than all the other agents in Silicon Valley, San Jose, Los Gatos, Apple World in there. And he was amazing. They went over all the things he did in his listing presentation. You're like, well, no wonder. And what I've been telling people is he didn't start there. He started with, I'll give you 2 hours of a handyman service to kind of tighten, leaky faucets and caulk this and fix the wobbly ceiling fan. And I'll give you 2 hours. And what's he do today? He gives 25 hours of a licensed general contractor, not 2 hours of a handyman. Start where you could start. He cleans their carpets top to bottom, washes the windows inside and out. You list with me, I'll wash your windows. My people will wash your windows. So we'll clean your carpets. Our housekeeper will come and scrub your house with a toothbrush. top to bottom, every window track, your house will be gleaming if you list with me. When you list with me, not if. When you list with me, my general contractor, he's a licensed general, will come over for 25. Do anything you want. I pay for when you list with me, not if. When, right? And what do you say? We get that listing signed. He has a whole, and it's like, wow, wouldn't want to compete with him. You can be that. You just, it's right. You could go and work out a deal. Hey, will you clean carpets? My housekeeper would scrub all my listings top to bottom. When you list with me, Abby will come over and her 4 friends, I call them the 5 cleaning tornadoes, and they'll come over for an hour or two, scrub your house top. You know what I paid for that? $125. How do you pay $125 for a $500,000 listing that pays you $15,000? Anybody? Well, what about the carpets? Get a carpet guy, $250. Okay, now you're at $375 or whatever it is. And you start, is that right? Yeah, $375. Would you spend $400 or $500? So good distinction, Claudia. Thank you. By the way, Barry put in the chat box, he has 4 open houses to give away if you want an open house. Don't be afraid to ask people. James, any final thoughts today for the team? Anything before we'll meet again next Thursday right here, same place, same time?
Yeah, one thing, and we do have to wrap up here. We have that call at 11. John, if you could mention what we got going on, unmute your mic, John. And next week, what we have going on, I would encourage all of you to sign up. Go ahead, John.
And Rob, can you post in the chat the advertisement in the chat here? But go ahead, John.
Yeah, so it's just go to madeformoremarketing.com. It'll take you to the Eventbrite page where you can sign up. It's going to be it's a free class. It's a Zoom next Tuesday, 1 to 3, and the class is going to teach you how to generate marketing dollars for your business. So basically, you're going to be reaching out to people that are not on the settlement statement, not on the HUD sheet, people like house cleaners, right? Solar people that sell solar, pool service guys, HVAC guys, foundation people, restaurants, car dealerships, and they're going to teach you how to contact these people and how to put together a plan so that way you can level up your marketing, create your own little economy with people you're already working with and already referring to, and just so that way you can grow and scale together. The guy that's teaching the class is Frank Klesnitz. If you don't know him, he's the president of viral marketing. So he's legit.
He's famous. Yeah. And what he's talking about is these people will give you, okay, I'll kick in $300 a month, I'll kick in $200 a month, I'll kick in $500 a month, and they send you marketing dollars. And then all of a sudden you can run ads and get listings, because all those people, they want to get the pool jobs, get the plumbing jobs, get the roofing jobs. So there's the ad right here. You sign up at madeformoremarketing.com, reserve your spot, set aside a couple hours. There's no pitch at the end. There's nothing to sign up for. We're just coming from value. And this guy I've known him for a decade. He's a genius. And he talks about, getting people to call you to buy or list their homes. And he's going to show you how to do it.
And
right,
space
John?
is limited. Space is limited. So make sure you sign up. If you have agents that you're trying to attract, invite them to this. This would be a great opportunity for you to provide them with value, but space is limited. So please
sign up now. This will shut down. I've been putting it out nationwide. You will not get in. Take immediate swift action and roll right this second. It's this Tuesday, is it, John?
This Tuesday, 1 to 3.
1 to 3 this Tuesday. See you there. Gotta go. Bye, everyone. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Love you.